Yo, it's 2Sai Anime here, and today the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex spoilers have officially dropped, and yes sir, we have a lot to talk about. It's going to probably be a short video, so let's just jump right into it. There's a lot of things that stood out in this chapter, but the first thing I want to point out is that we were completely right about Momoshi's ability. Yes, it's more broken than I actually thought it would be. See, I knew he was going to have an ability to make duplicates of himself anytime he gets each of these clones will have the same amount of power of Momoshi. Go back and watch the video that I made about Momoshi's ability last month. But I wasn't expecting it to be this strong. It isn't a basic shadow clone jutsu. You know, when they use shadow clones, they split their chakra up into the clones. If you're not like somebody named Naruto, or Hashirama or Tobirama, you're not pulling out that many clones to fight against somebody. That's why Naruto shined when it came to his shadow clone jutsu. But from the information we got when Kashikoji explained Momoshi's, it seems like he divides himself and the power stays the same. So it's the super level God Tree clone above code or above Jigen level threats going to attack the village. And shout out to my boy Nick. He did say it was going to take an army for Momoshi to achieve anything in that village, and I agreed with him because, like I said, it's too many heavy hitters in the village right now. You got Boruto, Kawaki, and you also have Sarada, Damon. It's just not gonna happen, bro. But before we move forward, I really want you guys to give Ikimoto his own credit. He's doing a great job incorporating the side characters that we honestly thought were going to be irrelevant in 2 Blue Vortex. Let me explain. See, the Bug Godtree clone has one weakness. The more clones he makes, the dumber he becomes. And this is a double-edged sword. Ikimoto is setting the stage for Inojin and Damon with this one minor weakness. See, Inojin is now going to use the same shortcut that Boruto did to become training with his future variant. His future variant created a mind jutsu that's going to be super cracked out, that's going to be the perfect counter to the Bug Godtree clone's ability. Inojin only has 2 days to learn this jutsu, and then we also find out in that timeline Himawari dies, and Inojin creates this jutsu so he can avenge Himawari. I'm not gonna lie, I will pay money for Ikimoto or Kishimoto to write these short stories based on these different alternate timelines, because these things are starting to look crazier and crazier every time we get more information about them. Like I said, this is just giving up Legend of Zelda vibes all the way. Ocarina of Time. I'm here to tell you guys, Inojin isn't going to master this jutsu, and this is going to be the first time where a Godtree clone successfully achieves its goal. Well, kinda sorta. See, I'm gonna make a video on why Inojin isn't going to succeed in creating his jutsu. Like, it's obvious. I see the writing on the wall. Like, it's literally right in front of us. He's not going to succeed. Do you remember at the start of the video I said Bug Godtree clone's weakness is a double-edged sword for the story? Narratively speaking, it works with Inojin's mind transfer jutsu. It allows him to step into a role of a support character, giving him somewhat of a power-up so he can be relevant in the story. The second part of this weakness is that Damon will die. And a lot of people don't want to believe this. I've been saying that on this channel for the longest. Go look up my Damon Godtree clone video when I explained to you guys why the Godtree clones were going to be able to harm Damon, especially the claw grinds, because they don't fight with killing intent. It's instinct. But what makes this worse, now Momoshi, a character that's only fighting off of instinct, not killing intent, like he said, he just wants the genetic information to himself. He doesn't actually want to harm Ida, and he doesn't actually want to harm Damon. Now that his clones are going to get dumber and dumber, it's going to be hard for Damon's hack's ability to work, because they're just going to be fighting for the sake of fighting. They're going to become more instinct than intent. The dumber these Godtree clones get, the more they're going to just go off of instincts, and their instinct is just to consume. They're going to be more like rabid animals, and that's going to cause issues for Damon. Damon's ability only works when you have killing intent and his hands are touchy. When he's fighting a whole army, there's going to be nothing he can do. The chef kiss to Momoshi versus Damon, and also that will allow us to remove Damon from the good guy's side and allow him to become a villain so we can see what he can actually do, because we're never going to see Damon versus Boruto as long as Damon is a good guy. Damon only wants to protect his sister, like we see in this chapter. The thing that I was proven right about and another very old video on this channel. It's Omnipotence, why Sarada and Sumire aren't affected. I stated the third part of the video that it's possible that Ida just wanted friends, and that's what was confirmed in this chapter. They're only immune because of the plot. It's like, nah, they're immune because Ida just wanted friends, deep down, girlfriends. That's it. She felt like she was trapped. To Sarada for playing it off smooth and giving her a hug and basically making Ida feel comfortable in the situation, because you know they've been lying to her for like 3 years, and that would have been a bad blowout. And you know Damon flexed on him. Yeah, your life could have been over just like that. Like, my guy, bro, sit your hyperactive self down. We smoking that Damon pack in the next couple of weeks, so I don't even really care. We get more of Konohamaru's interrogation, which plays into why I said Inojin isn't going to learn that new jutsu within the next 2 days. And we ended the chapter off with Boruto Sumire his sword. He needs Sumire to create a jutsu or a technique for his sword, and this technique keeps Sasuke's sword from breaking. You know how much that sword means to Boruto, but it will also keep the blade from being the victim to Kawaki's shrinking ability. We know that final battle is coming up soon. Everything seems like it's leading up to the final battle between Kawaki and Boruto, and a lot of people don't want to hear it, but like I said, once Momoshiki takes over Boruto's body and Boruto finally allows the Death Squad to kill him, it's over. See, everybody's getting their power-ups so they can be a part of this Death Squad. And that video should be coming out in the next couple of weeks. Or not next week, couple of days. Yeah, that was all the important parts that took place in the chapter. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'm out.